Welcome back to This is VANCOLOUR's Halloween Spooktacular. Should we revive dead celebrities with the curse of AI so that they can continue to entertain or haunt us with new content beyond the grave? Personally, I think we should just let Robin Williams rest in peace. He gave us so much while he was alive. How much more do you want, you insatiable ghouls? Here to give us her report on whether we're about to see fresh content from dead celebrities, she is Fiona Forbes, and this is the Forbes Report. Fiona, the AI recreations of dead celebrities, are those ghosts or zombies? I can't decide.
You know, it's a gray area, shall we say. I think it's a little bit of both. For me, I have absolutely no interest. Last time around when people were doing holograms, and I know they aren't as fancy as AI, when they had Tupac and Michael Jackson, no interest for me.
Right. What is our obsession, though? Like from holograms to deep fakes to now AI, we just seem obsessed with resurrecting dead celebrities.
I think it really is truly just our obsession with celebrities that we're, you know, and it's just the next level of it. I don't think it'll ever stop. I'm not interested in it at all. I don't know any friends that would be interested in paying to go see a concert, say by Freddie Mercury, with the rest of Queen who are alive. Like his legendary performance at Live Aid is one of the best rock and roll performances of all time.
Yeah.
I do not want to see a replicant or a Cylon do Freddie Mercury. No.
We certainly do have things like Michael Jackson impersonators or Elvis Presley impersonators. So I think like that kind of exists. But how do the celebrities feel about the possibility that AI will resurrect their careers in the afterlife?
Well, I have yet to encounter a quote or anybody famous saying, I cannot wait until there is an AI replica of me. Yeah. But Dan Aykroyd, good Canadian kid, I've interviewed him many times over the years. He is a Ghostbuster, not just for the movie. In real life, he does believe in the paranormal. And if you're a fan of his, he's actually hosted a few shows on paranormal and the afterlife. So he's a really interesting one to look at. And somebody did actually ask him about this recently. And he said, absolutely. He's currently doing a show called Unbelievable. Yeah. And I was surprised by this, but he believes in ghosts in the afterlife. So it's not actually that surprising when you look at the layers of him.
Yeah.
But what he said, and I think everybody would agree with this. He said that if the network wants to go ahead and do shows with him after he's passed away, go ahead, just pay my family and my estate.
Oh, you got to make that money.
That's true, because everybody's trying to capitalize. You know, these people that are making the deep fakes and AI, whatnot of celebrities, they're looking for likes and they're looking for engagement. And it's all just really, really gross to me. But Dan Aykroyd is okay with it as long as he gets the Benjamins.
Now, how do the families feel? Because I would feel pretty weird if it was my family member.
This gets me enraged, and I'm about to swear, so get ready on the bleep.
Okay, wow.
My dad passed away. My dad wouldn't approve of me swearing, by the way, but if somebody, my dad passed away 25 years ago, and if somebody sent me an AI video of my dad, I would say, you. It's not okay. You know why? Because it would, it would undo me. If it were something that I were involved in or I wanted, okay. But I'm thinking of Zelda Williams. Now, Robin Williams, beloved comedian who you mentioned off the top, he's given us so much. And he gave so much to the city of Vancouver. He shot a ton of movies here. The only one I can think of right now is Jumanji, the series. But he shot so many movies here back in the day. He was known for being the kindest, most humble person. And I mentioned a comedy spot called The Urban Well a few weeks ago when we were talking about Seth Rogen. Well, it was in Kitsilano and it was legendary, and all sorts of comedians used to come to the open mic night on Tuesday, including Seth Rogen, accompanied by his parents because he was underage, Norm Macdonald, and I lived in the area, and you would see Robin Williams bike up the street on his little 10-speed in his cycling spandex. He would lock up his bike outside and we'd all be watching for him.
That's amazing.
And he'd pop in and ask if it were okay if he did a set. Wow. You know what I mean? And his daughter, she has been quoted because she's asking people to stop this because for some reason, I guess, because he's so beloved, so many people are recreating AI videos of him.
Right.
She has said, and I'm going to read the little quote.
Please.
She said, you are feeding into this the human centipede of content looking for your likes and engagement. And the whole quote goes on.
It's a damning indictment.
I am with Zelda Williams on this one. It's not okay to recreate somebody's dead relatives without asking them or their permission.
Yeah.
And it will be written into into contracts. I mean, we're seeing it in the plot of The Morning Show with Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon. They're trying to make AI anchors, and we're seeing it in Seth Rogen's show, The Studio, AI writers coming in. This is going to be part of the contracts moving forward for all time.
So this sounds like it's up for debate, because you obviously have some celebrities who go, yeah, as long as my estate and my family is getting money, sure. You have some family members of celebrities saying, no, we're not interested.
Yes.
Are we going to get to a point where we have like a biopic of someone actually played by that person in AI, even though they're dead? Like, you know,
Yes.
a biopic of Michael Jackson played by AI Michael Jackson?
Well, it's not going to be Michael Jackson from what I've read, because there is a certain celebrity's ex-husband who has already made an AI, I'm going to call it a real doll. And if you don't know what real dolls are, be careful when you Google it. But he has recreated a robot, a replicant, a Cylon, whatever you want to call it, of Suzanne Summers, his ex-wife. And he is already marking it. He said that he has fed the AI for the Suzanne Summers real doll. That's not the real name of it, but whatever it is, he's fed it to all her interviews, 27 of her books, all sorts of her shows. And he says when he talks to her, he can't tell it's not her. And that is frightening to me.
Creepy.
But the next layer of this, Mo, that I was like, oh, wow, this is so mexed up. You know, I've mentioned Blade Runner because of the replicants, if you haven't seen that movie, and also the same with Cylons and Battlestar Galactica. Just follow me here. Follow me here.
Yeah.
Suzanne says Suzanne Summers' ex-husband is dating Suzanne Summers' ex-co-star who was in Blade Runner.
What?
I know, and it's just getting so weird, like Inception. But her ex-husband,
And he's got this AI doll
he
thing.
swears that her family's okay with it. But guess what? This technology did not exist when she passed away in this form. He says they had conversation. He says she'd be okay with it. But does he really have
Is he making money
permission?
from it, or is it just
It sounds
personal?
like he's going to move forward, because she was all about her health and wellness. I even have some of her cookbooks. I loved her so much, which is why I'm probably so enraged about it. Who knows if the Thigh Master will come back? I don't even want to open that can of worms. But yes, that sounds exactly what he's going to do. But did he get permission? There's no record of it.
Wow.
That's gross.
Fiona, I'm grossed out.
Spooky. It is Halloweeny. I want nothing to do with Cylons. And if you watched Battlestar Galactica, this has happened
A
before.
rare segment
and it
where
will happen again.
you're so enraged and grossed out at the same time, Fiona.
And I'm laughing.
Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Okay, Freddy Krueger.
Folks, she would not be caught dead in last season's Look. That was Fiona Forbes. Now, after some business, a ghoul in Vancouver scarier than any vampire. A local author will tell us what we in every city should really fear. That's up next.